Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for another vlog of myself, Darren. It is currently 10 a.m. start on a Monday. Yes, that is right, 10 a.m. You heard that correctly. Normally, it's about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, starts on a Monday, but today, 10 o'clock, so we've had a great lie-in. Managed to take little man to school, which was perfect. And now, we are back in the Aphrodite. And the Aphrodite is definitely seeing better days. It's still to get wrapped, but at least it's fixed. It's had the MOT done, and it's back on the road. So after the incident, a little bit of an accident where somebody crashed into it trying to do a turn. Accidents do happen, unfortunately, but this section has been replaced. This section's been replaced. Don't know if that might be the same bit, to be fair. This section, the front bonnet, that, and new mirror up at the top. So they've done a number on it. But before we do anything, let's get the vehicle checks done and clean the inside. Starting with this little rug. A new bag for the bin. And in you go. And since we are staying out for tonight, we're going to need some dinner for the next few days. So I've got some long grain rice, nice and easy to cook. Another one, little snack. Got some onions, stick them into there. Pepper. Got some tangerines, nice and healthy. Got some garlic. Rice. Some cereal, can go there for now. Jar of sweet and sour sauce, that's going to be my dinner or tea later on. Got a new bowl, thought I'd treat myself. Pack of chicken. Got these little ravioli style things, and that is mushroom truffle filling, so that'd be quite nice. I was thinking cooking this with a little pesto, so they might go nice together, them two. So I'll stick that out the way for now. Got some sweets for the road. And we've got some milk as well. So away that goes inside the fridge. I've got a couple of new utensils as well, so I'll go try and find somewhere to keep this lot. So I've got a little strainer for the ravioli, a little spatula and a spoon as well. Now we have a couple of different methods for cooking my food. I have the air fryer as well as like a little griddle pan. So I'm going to stick that stuff in there for now, along with the bowl. And we should be able to sneak the little jars in there as well. Just tuck them out of the way for now, until I find a better home for you. Up at the top of this little section, got a little saucepan, got some chopping boards there, got some salt, garlic can go up there as well, out the way. Got a rag to keep it all, no, blue rolls to keep it all nice clean. Frying pan, bag up top with all the bedding. And whilst I've been off, I've invested in a nice new little gadget. Nice little electric hob. So I'm looking forward to using that a little bit later on. I don't know what you're thinking. Darren, how do you charge up all these electrics that you got in the cab for cooking and using the kettle, etc.? Well, this little power bank comes in handy. And another little handy gadget that I picked up over on Amazon whilst I was off is a little water bottle thing. So I just put the water in at the top and then you just twist it at the bottom when you want the water coming out. Quite handy. Right then. Cup is in a holder, ready to go. Truck is all sorted, packed away. And I've got to be honest, it feels good to be back in the Aphrodite. Time to do the manual entry. So that was the last date we worked, the 28th of the 10th. At 6 o'clock we finished. Today's the 3rd of the 11th. I don't need to do everything in between. It was just a rest period because I've been off on a holiday, not been working. And on our official start time today is actually 10:30, so I came in a little bit early to try and sort the truck out, make sure I got all my utensils and everything we need. So from that date to that date is obviously 10:30 rest period, begin shift at 10:30, then from 10:30 on today's date is going to be upper work. So an example, that like so, and then confirm, ready to drive. But before we go anywhere, I need to collect an empty trailer from one of the garages around the corner from our yard, and they're actually based inside Sainsbury's RDC. So I've got to drive around the whole of the building so we can get to where we need to be, just on the right hand side. Look for TL26, I've just seen it. Hopefully it is ready for collection. So if not, might be in a little bit of trouble. So we've got no empty trailers. I mentioned earlier on that I'm going to be doing a night out, and that is because we're going down to Salisbury. But before we go to Salisbury, we need to take the empty trailer to Outin. I think we're booked in for around 12 o'clock. I'm going to be a little bit late, as it's currently 11:30. Started at 10:30, that was the official time. Came in at 10 o'clock, a little bit earlier to get everything sorted out, as you've seen. And then there's no trailers in the yard at Haydock, so then I've had to go to Ashton. There's no trailers around Ashton area, so then we're coming over to the garage to get one of the trailers that's just been in for a service. And that's what I was saying about before. Hopefully it's actually ready to be collected. Really busy in the yard today. The trailer's pretty much parked up all over the place. Let's go hang back a little bit, give them plenty of space. And good reverse. It's a fairly tight yard. It's got a thumbs up. And here we have it. This is our trailer for the day. Connected underneath. First things first. Connect that kingpin. Walking around making sure there's no damage to the side of the trailer. All the buckles are in good condition, and we're looking at tyre tread as well. No damage to the side of the wheel wall. Get the reg plate on. Like so. Let's move that into the middle a little bit more. And then the back doors. Oh, I hate these trailers, I really do. It's the one with the centre bar. But it's better for securing the stock that we're taking down, which is going to be a kitchen roll. Air and electrical cables all connected. Legs raised, arms secured, and then finally, brakes. And now we're ready to go over to Outin. I've just been checking the paperwork when I was parked up, and it turns out the delivery time for Salisbury is booked in at 8 PM. So we've got plenty of time to get down there currently. It's 10 to 12 now. Get loaded up at Outin and make my way down there nice and slowly. I do believe they're not actually allowing us in too early if we turn up, so I'm going to try and get there for around just gone 6 o'clock maybe. Try my luck with 2 hours earlier than the booking time. Hopefully they collect me in, and then it's a case of just finding somewhere to park up for the night. And with the area, I don't think there's a lot of service stations around, but luckily we've got our food with us today, so we don't need to worry about food related or anything. I can cook everything inside the truck, so there's no problems. You have to pull over in some little lay-by somewhere, hopefully a nice quiet one. Here we are now, 23 minutes past 12, and we're just around the corner from the client where we're making our collection. And it's all part of the TJ Morris group. And this is the factory where they make their own kitchen roll and toilet paper to sell within Home Bargains. Little bit of interesting knowledge nugget for you. It's going to be a little bit of a blind reverse. And we just need to be careful of the big concrete side barrier bit. Might just be able to see it in the camera now where the railings are. There's a little bit of a ramp that goes down. Don't have a lot of space in front, so I have to shunt it a couple of times. Shunt it forward a little bit. I'm going onto that bay just there. Starting off with a full lock and then just gently guiding it round. Try to straighten it back up a little bit. There we go. And just gently guide it in now. So it's going down a ramp a little bit. I'm just gently braking a little bit just to keep it under nice good control. Just so it's not a big slam when it hits the back. Before we do hit the road, whilst we're getting loaded up, let's get a quick coffee on the go. And what we do have it, as soon as about to leave, Jeff turns up along with Gary. So it looks like we've got a lot of collections from this area to be delivered down to Salisbury. ETA is going to be 6 o'clock. We'll need a break as well, so we're looking at about 6:45 getting there. Hopefully we can get in nice and early as well. We're looking at 228-mile drive all the way down. So let's go, shall we? Exiting the M62 to go on the M6 southbound. I can't believe it's 1:30 already and we're just setting off to get down to Salisbury. I'm hoping if we do get there between, say, 5:30, 5:45, give or take, just depends on traffic really, getting past Birmingham and Wolverhampton junctions. It's always a little bit of a headache around the area, and especially by the time we get there. Because it's 20 to 2 coming up to. I'm going to have a guess that we're going to be around 3 o'clock at Wolverhampton. So it's going to be really busy. I need to get some fuel as well. Currently got just below 3/4 of a tank. So I'm just going to top it up to make sure we've got a full tank on the way down. And then we don't have to worry about fuel until we're back up this way tomorrow. I've spoken to the office already. I've got a backload planned for tomorrow at 9 AM over at Gloucester. Just waiting for confirmation and the address to come through. So at least to get a little bit of a lie-in tomorrow. And I'm thinking if I pull up around 10 o'clock tonight, it's going to be quite difficult to find spaces, to be honest. That's one of the big downsides about starting a little bit later. I'm going to be finishing later. And ideally, if you go stop in a service station, you want to be there for about 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then that way you'll be able to get a nice parking space. Anything after 6 o'clock, it can be near impossible at a lot of service stations. Try and find somewhere to park up. And same for lay-bys as well. They get filled up fairly quickly. That's fuel taken care of. Got a full tank for the road. And we're just departing the service station for Knutsford. In and out within 5 minutes, which is good. We've got 175 miles left to go before our destination at Salisbury. So a little bit of a drive ahead. Looking at 4 hours on driving time. I've had a 15-minute break so far, so I still need to take a 30-minute break. And I've got 2.5 hours left on driving time. So I should be able to just get past Birmingham. Then I'll take the half-hour break, and then I've got 4.5 hours from after break to get to our destination. Still got plenty of time though. ETA, you're looking at about 20 to 7 currently. A little bit later on, going down the M6. Just got past Stoke. Still got 147 miles left to go. Slow down a little bit. Give them a flash so they can come over. Can't move over just yet.
Safe distance.
Still got a truck on the left hand side. Just been on the phone to the missus. She's saying it's absolutely hammering it down up at Warrington right now. Got a fair bit of blue skies where we are. I don't keep saying that. I need to stop saying about the weather's really good or the traffic's really good, because literally 2 minutes later it's hammering it down and we're stood still in traffic. I always jinx myself. Well, I do hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm trying to think actually what to do this weekend myself. Went trick-or-treating on Friday. A little bit of a Halloween party with the kids. So that was good. Nice family time, a little bit of a drink. Let my hair down and such. Saturday. What did we do Saturday? Can't really remember. But whilst I was off, my nephew, for his birthday, he got one of them track days. So when he went out, drove a McLaren, Lamborghini and a Ferrari, and then got in a ride as a passenger in one of the Atom cars. So he absolutely loved that. I'll show a few images of that quickly.
Where?
There he is.
Wow.
You know, he's that friggin' lazy, he didn't want to come today because he had to get up. Go tag tag!
Overtake. Go on, Ty. yourself or a loved one to a nice advent calendar this year instead of your standard off-the-shelf chocolate ones, well, here at Holy is now an option for you. Nice design, really sturdy built as well. And if you open it up, you have your 24 days for each day of the run up to Christmas from the 1st of December. It contains 24 of the best selling flavours worth over £80, and it's a mixture of energy, iced tea flavours and hydration. They're also available in the caffeine-free option if you wish. And for our first one, we're just going to open them here. And then inside pops out, and we have these little energy flavour packs. So this one is the energy drink, and it's the pomegranate piranha. Let's open a random one at number 23. And what flavour do we have here today? We have the grapefruit giraffe falling over. And this one is a energy drink also, so not all of them are energy drinks. And let's open up the third and final one, and I'm going to go for number 18 over here. Let's see what we have here. Is this another energy drink, or is it one of our different flavours? This one is the Blood Bats Orange, and this one is an energy drink also as well. They are really nice packaged, the designs are really nice, and all you need to do is mix it with half a litre of water, and it's no sugar, no taurine, and it's all natural flavours. If you want to pick yourself up one of these great advent calendars from Holy, simply click on the links down below in the description, and you can use code Darren for 10% off, or Darren5 for £5 off your first order. Merry Christmas, guys. Overall, it's a really good day out. Little man loved it. And then the rest of the week, I just pretty much put my feet up, relaxing. Didn't go anywhere. Originally, we was meant to be going away in the caravan, but then I ended up knocking that on the head for whatever reason. I can't remember the reason why. I think because it was around Halloween and Leanne was feeling a little bit guilty taking little man away instead of going trick-or-treating. And then literally Saturday morning, we've seen loads of posts on the caravan club about people's caravans being decorated or Halloween themed, and some places went completely all out on a Halloween theme. So now we're thinking next year we might actually go away for the Halloween, since it's on a Saturday. Book the Friday and Monday off work. We could drive down Friday, get it all set up, get some Halloween decorations, make it all dead nice, and then little Mike could go trick-or-treating around the site and then come back. It sounds quite a good idea. And then drive back Monday. So other than that, not really done too much. I think sometimes that's the best way, isn't it? I'm away again on next weekend coming up though, so that's why we didn't really mind cancelling the caravan holiday, because we're going away to Placet again. So it's the place just south of Wrexham, near Outin, and we've got a lodge this time because the Placet site, the caravan site, they're doing a massive firework display, and it was a nice little site. I enjoyed it there. So we're going back in a lodge this time, staying over Friday night, Saturday night, come back Sunday. Might do a little bit of a vlog for it, see how it goes. Won't be anything too long, because I think we're just going to be relaxing most of the time there, feet up. But I'm working on a Friday, so I need to make sure that I get a good finish on a Friday. So fingers crossed for that. So it's about an hour drive from where we live, about an hour and a half drive. So we managed to finish, say, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Jump in the car, get there for about 6:45. I'll be happy with that. Just driving past the M6 toll road, slip road, and we're following it down past Hilton Park Services, and this is where I think the first bit of traffic we're going to hit for the day is going to be. Just past junction 11 and approaching junction 10. Always gets really heavy around this section. Time is currently 3:15 already. Absolutely flown past today, it has. Could get used to starting a little bit later as well. It comes up again, I wouldn't mind asking for it. Really good this morning, just waking up with the family, taking little man to school. He absolutely loved it, it was well made up. Right, and here we go. Sitting in traffic for the next 8 miles. It's down to 60 miles per hour on the matrix signs, which isn't too bad. I did think it would be a lot worse. And now it's down to 50 miles per hour. Which normally means it's coming to a standstill. Called it. Just approaching junction 10, about a mile off the junction itself. Still got 4 more miles before we reach the M5 junction. Then it should be fairly free flowing down the M5. And I've got 1 hour and 30 minutes left on driving time, so it just depends on how traffic is. I might be able to get to around either Gloucester or Michael Wood services, take a 30-minute break and then continue the rest of the journey from there. Thank you very much. Quick flash of the hazard lights. 2 miles to go for the M5, and it's just approaching 3:30. 118 miles left to go in total. We're looking about three hours in total, give or take. Still not had the job come through yet for the collection tomorrow, so maybe it might get added on tonight. Just trying to think as well. If I manage to get there for say 7 o'clock, it's an 8 o'clock booking. We leave, hopefully they can let us in at 7 o'clock. And then we leave before 8 o'clock. I'll drive 1 hour north and then pull up for around 9, maybe 9:30 tonight. Might be a little bit late for cooking. And then if we have a reduced rest, so we start again 9 hours later. So if we pull up for say 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning we can restart work, which isn't too bad. Just seeing on the matrix signs that went past, reports of accident, and now it's coming down to a standstill, unfortunately. Let's see if we can move across. Perfect, thank you. .40 miles per hour on the matrix signs. we're just coming up towards Dudley Junction for the A4 123. Accident possibly could be on the slip road. Traffic looks free flowing ahead. Last time I came down this direction, it was this junction as well. I seen where we had an accident. 2 fire engines, the road was closed for the slip bit. And somebody came across last minute, bumped into a truck, I think it might have been. I'm not too sure you can guess what services we're at currently, but it's always the same. Woohoo! Nearly. Very close. So the guy there is parked in one of the 3 lanes, what really meant to be going in and out. The parking lanes is this one and what we're in. And then you got this guy trying to get out, but you can't get through this section because he's getting blocked by that guy. That's our 30-minute break taken care of. And it's currently 20 past 4 and getting dark already. We've got 3 hours and 40 minutes before we're booked in. So we've got plenty of time to get down the rest of the journey. A little bit close just then, wasn't it? Between them 2 trucks. Our ETA is currently saying 7:15. Let's go over there nice and early still. I've got 106 miles left to go before we're at our client. I'm not really too sure how long I'm going to be able to record for, because it's going to be so dark shortly. Driving down them country lanes is a little bit different when it's darker. Not a lot of street lights around, unfortunately. It's that funny time of the day as well, where it's a little bit too early for a big meal, so I've not actually cooked anything. I've just grabbed a quick sausage roll from Greg's, just as a little snack. And then when I pull over later on tonight, I'll cook something up. It's already starting to get pretty dark and it is only 20 to 5. I can't believe it's not long, 4:30, and it's already like this. Give it another week or two, we start getting dark about 3:30. It's kind of a little bit grim, isn't it, this time of year, because you're waking up in the dark, going to work in the dark, and then you're coming home in the dark. Unfortunately, it's over for a few months. It'll soon be summer. Back to them long, light nights, like it was only a couple of weeks ago. Currently pitch black now as we drive down the A417, coming to a standstill, and it's the section where the roadworks are, where we're just driving up the hill to the roundabout, then carry on down towards Swindon direction. I've still got 60 miles to go, and also just over an hour and a half left as well. Now this is slightly dangerous. There's an ambulance trying to get past, and where the roadworks are currently, there's not a lot of space. So a lot of cars are moving to the other side of the road where the traffic's oncoming. And I've just seen 2 cars nearly plough into a van which pulled over to let the ambulance past. Because there's no street lights down here. So if the other side wasn't actually paying attention, if they was on the phone or something, for an example, they'd have went straight into that car and got pulled onto the other side of the road. That is dangerous. I really don't know if anybody can actually see this because it's that dark. But no wonder it's taken so long to get up to the top of this hill where the roadworks are. There's a lane closed, so everybody's filtering over to the right hand side. It's no street lights or anything around here, and it's only 5:30, believe it or not. Okay, that's the issue. We've got a vehicle breakdown. And it's taken approximately half hour just to get up to the top of the hill where the roundabout is. Oh, it looks like a truck that's broken down. Luckily the truck's empty because there's a car transporter one. It's absolutely pitch black right now. It's a little bit of a dangerous spot there to break down. It definitely feels it's more of a night shift than a day shift. Believe it or not, it's only 6:15 currently. We've just gone across the M4, and this is the first bit of streetlights I've had in 2 hours. And now we're going back into the thick of darkness where you can't see anything. So I do apologise in advance as well if you can't see anything through the camera right now. Reminder to self, next time I come down late to Salisbury, go down the A34 because the roads are a lot better than this little single carriageway we're currently driving down. Fairly narrow roads as well, so when a truck comes past you feel like you go smash each other wing mirror off. And yeah, it just feels like I'm driving a night shift. It's absolutely awful. Can't really drive too fast because you can't see in front. You don't know where there might be a sharp right turn, so I'm just taking my time, giving plenty of space from the vehicle in front, and luckily there's a truck keeping the cars at a good pace as well. So it's pretty much just following my leader. When they start braking, I start braking. It's a lot better than being at the front, because when you're at the front you kind of second guessing, is there a sharp corner coming up, etc. Well, hey, we've got some street lights. Time is just hit 7:10, and we're just about to pull up at our client for our delivery. It's going to be a quick trailer swap, so I'm dropping this one onto a bay and then picking our other trailer up, which is in the yard. Whilst I'm here, because it's nice and lit, I might actually cook some dinner up. So I'll stick it on a quick 15-20 minute break or so, quick something up nice and quickly, and then hit the road again. Drive for about an hour and a half back up north to just past Swindon. I think I'll pull up around there for the night. Oh, what do you have it? The truck that I've been following all the way from the M4 is going to the same destination. Down all them little country lanes. And I can see the trailer will go pick it up. That's quite a decent trailer as well, actually. Well, we've been given our bay, number 87, in between this lot. I suppose on a good note, we're getting straight onto a bay and it is currently 7:20, so we're a little bit earlier than planned, which is fantastic. We could get back on the road. All right then, let's have it. So I'm swinging it in, swinging it round, trying to straighten up as much as I can, but there's not a lot of space across the way. Should be enough though. Got to try and pretty much keep it as close as I can on the driver's side. Get inside the gap. And then I'll drive forward to straighten it up if needed. Right, no crunch, which is good news. Take it nice and slow. And just doing little turns now. Oh, we're on there. I don't even feel it hit, to be honest with you. Connects up to the new trailer. Reg plate is on. Kingpin's on. Now we just need to go around, do the airlines, do the vehicle checks, make sure it's all safe and secure, and then be on our way after having some dinner. Now, I've made a little makeshift cooking station. Perfectly flat, perfect level. It's not going anywhere. That is solid sticking on there. So, that's what we're dealing with tonight, and that's what we're going to be having. Good thing about this dinner, it's nice and quick and easy to make. It's literally 3 minutes when the water comes to a boil, and then we simmer it, add some salt, and then drain the water and add some pesto. And 5 minutes later, with the pesto added, there's tonight's tea. Not too bad if you say so myself. Rightio then, 8:30 we're leaving. About a 45-minute break. I've got 3 hours and 50 minutes left on driving time, and that is with a 1 hour extended drive time. If I was to drive directly to our client for the collection in the morning, it's 74 miles away and I'll get there for 10:20. So I'm going to drive for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half now, and I'll park up somewhere about 9:30 for the night. We're not due for our collection until 9 o'clock in the morning. The hob's all nice and cool, so it's not too hot. I can feel the bottom of it, pick it up fine. It's all right. It's quite a good hob, to be fair. It doesn't actually heat the bottom up too much, but it's done the job nicely. I was just about to put it on the side or the back of the trailer, take the battery pack around, and then it started raining. So I thought, it's best not put it outside with it being electric. Not too sure what the hold up is. You checked the back already? Yeah. So the way we're going is pretty much the way we came, straight up towards Swindon. And back into the darkness we go, travelling down the A303. This might actually be the last bit of street lights until we get to the roundabout where the M4 is. Oh my word, this is horrific. That's full beam on. You probably can't even see anything on the camera. Without the high beam on, it is absolutely pitch black. Oh dear. Road closure. Did not expect that one. Not using the sat nav currently. Right, I don't really know which way to go. I don't know if you guys can actually see anything. Right, now are they services that I can stay for the night? Let's have a little check, because if that is, that's just perfect for us. I don't know if it's trucks or not. And then I can get on in the morning then. It's closed until 6 AM. 8 o'clock till 6. Right, please be enough space for trucks at this service station. Oh, that's not a good sign when you got trucks parked right out here. I might have actually got lucky here. Oh, maybe not. I think I might have spoke too early. No, yeah, no. No. Oh, I can't park there because I'm going to block the area. I don't even know the area. That's the problem. I'm just hoping there's a lay-by or an industrial estate down this way, and this is the only way I can actually go because the service stations are full and the other routes on the roundabout I've just been on a 7-ton weight limit. So I'm hoping to follow it down this way. We might be able to possibly find something. It's a little bit of a stretch. It's currently 20 to 10 now. Luckily, I managed to find a nice little lay-by just off the road. If I follow this down, it will take me back to the A419. The only downside is it's a lay-by straight on the side of the road. Literally, that's the road there. So if a truck comes past, it's going to be rocking a little bit tonight, the truck. I don't really fancy that. I don't really like these type of lay-bys where any cars go past, you're just like, whoa, shaking all over the place. But it'll do for the night. And we're quite literally on the side. And before we do get to sit back and relax, got to make sure the back door is open, just so we don't get anyone targeting the truck itself. But it doesn't look too great. That bit there looks somehow like a bloody horror film. Now, just as an extra precaution, doors are locked, perfectly safe and secure. But if you really want to be just that little bit more secure, what you can do is get your seatbelt, wrap it around into the door, bring it down, and you clip it into the seat. So that way, if the door manages to get broken open, they can't get in because the seatbelt is stopping it. And then, you know, give you enough time to drive away. Not like anything is actually ever going to happen, but however, it's just to be an extra precaution really, to make sure you're nice, safe and secure inside your truck. Because at the end of the day, you don't have a clue where you are when you're driving around. I could be in a really, really rough area just on the other side of this bush, but I don't know because I've never been to the area before. So you're taking a little bit of a gamble, aren't you? Every time you stop somewhere that is not in a service station. And there we have it, 9 hours and 5 minutes rest done. And it's just approaching 7 o'clock. That's bedding all packed away for another time. A little bit of a better look where we spent the night. And to be fair, it wasn't actually a bad night's sleep. A lot of rocking every time a car or a van went past, the truck was like that. But overall, the road was really quiet. So I went to sleep for about 10 o'clock, woke up at 6:30, and it's about 5 to 7 now. and that's with the 9 hours and 10 minutes rest period. So I've just put it onto work, go do the vehicle checks, have a walk around, make sure there's no new damages, making sure we're not picked up a new puncture or any damage to the tyres, and the fuel tank itself, let's actually double check, yeah, is in perfect condition, as you can see just there. No damage to the curtains due to back door being open. So let's get you locked up. And since we've got no access to fresh running water, this is where this comes in handy for brushing our teeth that side of the road. Well, it's not as smooth as I thought it would have been. I thought it would have been a constant flow. Better than nothing though, I suppose. Not perfect, but does the job. Nice little wash on the side of the road. Right, at least I feel a little bit more awake. So that's teeth brushed and everything else sorted out. So let's get a coffee on the go and then hit the road. Jobs are good, isn't it? I will be honest with you as well, I don't have a clue whereabouts I am at the moment. But we're just off the 419. So we'll jump back onto the 419, continue it up. And then our destination is over at Tewkesbury, just off the motorway, which is good. And it's 29 miles to get there, and we're due to get there for about, I'm going to say 8:15 with a bit of traffic. Now it's booked in for 9 o'clock, so I'm hoping they can accept the collection a little bit earlier, hoping before 8:30, and then we can get back on the road, back up to, I think it's going up towards Warrington Way. Actually, let me give the office a quick phone call just to confirm it's actually going ahead, because I've only had a text message with the address. I need to make sure it's on the system, etc. We did get fairly lucky with that lay-by last night though. Driving around here about 10 to 10 last night. Couldn't really see anything. Tried to park up on the left hand side near Tesco's, hoping there might be a bit of space where there's no double yellows, but there was double yellows all over the place. Looked fairly busy as well. Can't get the right position on my seat now. And there's a lot of weight limits around here as well. A lot of 7.5 ton. Oh, I did wake up quite a lot though. Every time a truck went past, that woke me up. Truck felt like it was having an earthquake. But the cars weren't too bad. There's only a little bit of knocking in the cab. I slept better than I thought anyhow. Alright then, so we're going to jump onto the A417. I'm just following all the way over to the M5 now. We've got our first bit of delays already, leading up towards the roadworks. It might take a little bit longer than planned to get there, looking at this traffic. Luckily, we left with plenty of time. ETA is currently saying 8:15. It's now 20 to 8. We don't need to be there till 9 o'clock, so we've got a little bit of leeway. Well, that's taken a little bit longer than expected to get through the roadworks. In fact, it's taken 25 minutes so far. We're not fully out of them. 15 miles left to go. ETA is currently saying 20 to 9. So luckily we did leave a little bit earlier. And this is the road that I was talking about yesterday when the ambulance was trying to get up when it was night time. You had cars on that right hand lane pulling over into this live lane to try and let the ambulance pass. I know it's quite a difficult situation, but it's pretty dangerous coming to the other side of the road, especially when it's a 40 miles per hour road. Dark with no street lights or anything. But the ambulance does have to get through. Approximately 2 miles to go, and then we're going to be jumping onto the M5, following that from northbound. Well, that's a little bit of a tight squeeze. Last minute lane jumpers. Judging the clouds above, it looks like it's going to absolutely hammer it down very shortly. It's dark and miserable. Fairly bright to the south. Just looks like it's the north. Well, it's not going to have a great weather day today. If you've got any questions about the vlog or anything about HGV driving in general, let me know down below in comments. Exiting the M5 for junction 9. I'm going to be following down, I think it's the A46, or is it going to be the 438 actually? 438 we're going to be taking. Yeah, I need to be in this lane. Because when we turn left on the roundabout, we're going to take here the first right. So it saves trying to jump across the lanes in a minute when the lights change. Only quarter of a mile away. Fairly ideal, these little back loads when they're just off the motorway. Nice and easy, pop off, get your loads up, jump back on the motorway. We've got heavy traffic though. There we go, enough space for us now. Oh, where's this kid going? Gotta keep an eye on this lad on the bike. Before he's gotta go straight across then. According to maps, our client is down at the end. With any luck, they've got a nice big yard as well. Get straight in, spin it round, reverse it into where we need to get loaded, and then get loaded up. It should be around here somewhere. That's still Shannon Place, so that might actually be it. Ah, there we go, I can see it. Perfect. The huge building here on the right. Sorry, left. Now the right. I've got trucks there. I'm not too sure if they're waiting to get inside the yard that we're going to, so I'm just going to park up here for now. Just double check and have a walk down. It doesn't actually look like the container driver's waiting for our client. There's not an awful lot of space. So we can turn it round so I don't get stuck. Plan of action. Truck needs to get reversed right into that bay just there so they can handball load it on the side. And we haven't got lots of space, but there should be enough. It's just fairly tight to get there when we don't have a lot of space, especially with DX coming in to get around. And before I do forget, I'd like to give a big shout out to Daniel on passing your HGV Class 1. So congratulations, mate, and all the best to your new adventures. Hey. Trying to get myself at a good angle. Got to be careful of the big skip on the passenger side. And just need to try and park it right next to where the bins are. That's one way to do it. All loaded up, and luckily we only need to use the internal straps, so we don't need to worry about doing the ratchet straps for today, because it's all nice and light. It's going to take about 5 minutes, if that. We're looking around 3 hours to get to our destination with traffic included up at Widnes. And we're going to be jumping straight onto the M5, following the M6 all the way up, and then following the M62 over to Widnes. $130 miles in total to get there. Another nice light trailer. Oh, it's not the best place to be parked. A little bit tight for the trailer to get around that corner then. Not much point trying to squeeze down that little gap. Let's give the other driver plenty of space. Okay, the M5 is looking pretty good. Nice and free flowing. I am expecting delays as the M5 joins the M6 around West Brom area. I can pretty much put money on that. And time is currently 10 to 10. Thank you very much, drive. I'm just going to slow down a little bit so I can flash them back on. Then put my foot down. If I am a little bit quicker than the driver in front, I can move over then.
Maintain safe distance.
A little bit like so.
Maintain safe distance.
That is safe distance. It's at least a trailer length. And that's it for me now. 56 cruise control. Hopefully all the way. I think we'll go take a break around 12 o'clock, so just before we get there. Give me enough time to cook some dinner up. And we'll go have a chicken sweet and sour for today. Well, what would you have that? I was completely wrong. This is a very, very rare incident right now, where the M5 joins the M6 and there's no traffic. It's all nice and free flowing. But to be fair, it is 20 to 11 currently. I suppose you could call it the golden hour between 10 and 11. It's got 50 on the matrix, but that's pretty standard around here due to the clean air zone policies that they got going on at Birmingham. And it'll probably stay 50 miles per hour all the way past Wolverhampton Junction and then up and back up. Go on, mate, come across. $85 miles still to go. Now look about an hour and 50 before we're at our client. I'm going to drive for another hour, a little bit longer, and then take a break. Got a nice little classic car coming up, and it looks absolutely tiny. A little MG. There's no cars on the southbound side of the M6. But on the northbound side, we've got on the matrix sign, report of animals. So that's a little bit odd. There's no traffic whatsoever coming down the south side. I can see a lot of flashing lights now on the other side. Nothing to do with emergency services by the looks of it. Just looks like the highway patrol. Maybe doing emergency repairs, possibly, from an accident earlier on. Got a couple of people in the work on the road. Still no traffic, as far as I can see. And there we have it. That's all the traffic. And I'm going to say it's probably about a good 5 or 6 miles like the motorway has been closed for. So this traffic is going back right up for miles upon miles on the southbound side. It's been backed up quite a bit now for a good few miles as we're just approaching junction 14 Stone. Welcome to Darren's kitchen in the truck. We've got our hob set up, connected to our power output there, which is currently generating 1400 wattage output. Well, that's just off this, starting to get a little bit warm, nice and ready for us to be cooking on. And don't worry about food contamination because we've got one little chopping board for meat and one for veg. Get some oil down and then add our chicken. Whilst they're cooking chicken in the background, let's get the onion chopped. Give that a little mix. It's actually looking really good, this. Teaspoon of garlic, followed by some salt. Now for the pepper, I don't need it all, so I'm just going to take one little section for now. So let's put that there. And I'm just going to give it a few slices, lengthways, like so. And then, oops. That little section there keeps coming loose. Nice little squares. We're looking really good so far. Let's get it all mixed up. It's got it on low heat currently. The smells coming out of here right now is divine, with the garlic and the onion, with the chicken, the peppers, all cooked nicely. Now it's time to add a little bit of a jar. Use about half of the jar. Saving time, to be honest with you. I know it's not the best option, but you know, they're all right. They're quite good, these jars. Again, to save on a little bit of time, we've gone for the egg fried rice, and we're just going to warm it up on the pan. And there we have it, all ready for serving. Easy as that. A nice little sweet and sour chicken for dinner. And for the leftovers, I've got these little freezer bags with a Ziploc, so they're going to keep everything nice and fresh. That's the chicken for tomorrow. That's lunch taken care of. And I've got to say, that was absolutely lovely. Nice and simple. Taken about 20 minutes all in all to complete. And I've got enough left over for tomorrow as well, ingredients wise. Another half a jar, so I can have that. Mix it up with the veg that I've got left over. Anything in excess I can take home. still got 50 miles to go. Due to get there in an hour. ETA is going to be 20 past 1. Over Widnes now. We hit a little bit of traffic around the Lim Service Junction and it's currently 1:30. So we've had a break and we've drove all our distance all the way up here. We've got to do half a mile left to go, so it's only around the corner. Not too sure what they've been doing around this little section of all the roadworks, but at least we can now turn right if we need to go back to our Widnes depot. A little bit easier, and you can get onto the 562 as well. Last time we came up this way, couldn't do a right turn, so we had to go straight over this way, cross the bridge, turn around, get stuck in all the traffic again. A little bit of a pain in the backside, but it is what it is. Roadworks, can't help it, no point stressing about it. Now I'm hoping for a fairly quick unload. And it's down Founderly Lane, which is just left at these lights up ahead. Number 5, Foundry Lane. Right, it's not in them units to the left. There's a couple more units further down on the right hand side. It might be one of them ones. Nope, it's not them. I was hoping it would be one of these here. Luckily, it's this site here at the end. She's very tight to get in. I'm just going to park up over this side, out the way, and then I'll reverse back into position when there's space for me to get in. So I don't think I'm getting around there to the left. I need to try and spin it in the yard if I can. Do us a favour, just let us know if we get too close to that frame. Ta. Cheers, mate. Yeah, he told me to go in that corner. Getting out's going to be a little bit tight as well, isn't it? Lots of obstacles on the floor we need to be careful of. got... There you are. Just got to take this corner really wide. Try and get as much of a swing as possible. Got cars parked across the way, as you can see. There's not a lot of space for me. Got to be careful with the headboard on the passenger side as well. Next up, 7 pallets of rock salt from our friend over at Runcorn. And it's just gone 25 past 2. It's absolutely flown past today. Gotta make sure I take all my gear home with me later on. Give it a good wash tonight, so it's ready to be used for tomorrow. And it's not even 2:30 yet. Look how dark the clouds are getting already. I don't know whether it's going to throw it down. Is that just really thick overcast, or is it going dark already? I think yesterday was around 4:30. It started to get pretty dark. Finally got in after a little bit of a wait. I had a double decker, a container and another truck in front of me when I arrived. And it's currently 4:45 now. So we're collecting 7 pallets, and then we've got 2 collections over at Widnes. One at one of our regular clients, and the second one is over at our Widnes depot itself. And back over the Widnes Runcorn Bridge we go to our first client in Widnes. We're collecting 3 pallets, I do believe, and it's the powdered milk stuff. And then we're going to our Widnes depot, which is straight down this road. So it's not too bad to get to. The only problem is it's going to be about 5 o'clock by the time I leave Widnes depot, realistically. And then get back to Ashton for say 5:45 and leave there for, it might even be a 6:30, 6:45 finish tonight, I think. Hoping to be a little bit earlier because little man goes to bed around 6:30, 7 o'clock. And then when it's really late, getting back home when it's about 7 o'clock finishing, that's when the urge starts coming along to get a takeaway instead of cooking. You don't really want to be cooking at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, it's too late. Especially when little man's got to have his tea before going to bed. I've got stuff in it needs eating anyway, so we've got to stay away from the takeaway. But the temptation's there, isn't it? After a long day, you're finishing late, you think Chinese or something might be a little bit more of a better option. It's not better for the wallet anyway, that's for sure. Adds up over time, doesn't it? That's the second collection done, and it's already 20:05. Woo! That's taken a while to get 4 pallets, didn't it? Next up, Widnes depot, about 5 minutes away. Let's get loaded up. We've left Widnes and we're on our way to Ashton now. We've got really heavy traffic up ahead as we're approaching, what junction is 22 for Lee and Newton. Not only is it dark, but we've got the rain as well. So driving conditions are not fantastic currently. As you can probably see on the camera how dark it currently is. And it's only 5:45. With any luck, I should be back at Ashton, I'm going to say within a half hour. So say 6:10. Get offloaded, leave there, maybe 6:30. Still looking about a 7 o'clock finish today, so that'll be a nice little 12-hour shift done. It's not been a hard one today. Long days, but it's not difficult. So as difficult as what you make it. If you take your time, relax, don't get stressed out by traffic, you have a good day. We've made it back to the hub. It's currently 6:15 and I've got the shift through for tomorrow. Trowbridge, good. I like going Trowbridge. Hopefully get there and back within a day. Most likely will do if there's no backloads, etc. However, it's a 4 AM start, which means my alarm clock is officially going off in 9 hours from now. And now if I get back to the yard at Haydock for say 6:45, finish before 7 o'clock, that is going to be a 9-hour reduced rest from 7 PM until 4 AM. So that's going to be a fun shift for tomorrow. So straight back home tonight, sort out the vlog. That's why I'm ending it now, so I can get it all rendered before I get home. And yeah, get some rest, well needed rest, because last night was also a 9-hour reduced rest. I can still do one more, believe it or not, throughout the week. So on that note, I am going to call it a day on the video. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you again next time. As always, keep on trucking, stay safe. Bye for now.